Yo, yo, yo. Hey guys, Rowan here, and welcome to The Outer Worlds 2.
Welcome to The Outer Worlds 2. Any similarities to real-world dystopian corporate-branded hellscapes are purely coincidental. I'm the Moon Man. You might know me from such business entities as Spacer's Choice or its parent company, Universal Defense Logistics. Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal. But I won't bore you with how I became the galaxy's most beloved and recognizable spokesmoon. You're here to choose options from a menu. Well, have I got menu options for you?
I want to start a new game. I have turned off auto aim. We're going to be playing on very hard, and I'm going to be aiming to get every flaw, including, but not right away. I'm going to wait until the latest I can to get it, Sun Gazer, which is going to make our vision all blurry, which will be very unpleasant, but I'm going for an all flaws run here. I want to start a new game.
Commander, we've been hit by one of those space anomalies.
Buddy?
And the piloting system is down.
Buddy?
The astrogator's gears are shot!
Get a hold of yourself. You're an Earth Directorate agent.
Affirmative, Commander. What are the orders?
Brace for impact.
Heck yeah.
Unable to brace for impact.
Is it the end for Commander Zane and Buddy? Tune in next week to find out.
From one side of the galaxy to the next, the Earth Directorate is on your side. Whether against corrupt corporations, tyrannical governments, or corrupt corporations in league with tyrannical governments, the Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists. So remember, if you or your neighbor's government has turned tyrannical or sold themselves out to greedy corporate interests, just commandeer a skip drone and send the Earth Directorate an SOS, and we will respond immediately.
Please allow 6 months to 10 years, depending on your proximity to the nearest Earth Directorate base and any unforeseen encounters.
Greetings, Earth Directorate Mission Commander. Identification verification required to unlock mission briefing. Please provide, I think that was like visual identification details. So, I'm going to play as a female commander, and we're going to go with the redhead here, and maximum freckles, because Rowan's got a type here. Alright, I like all that. And hair, I already know which hairstyle I'm going for. Yep. That's the one right there. And cosmetic. No dirt, please. But we will get some lipstick on here. Okay. Gotta find the right one here. There we go. Okay. As far as background goes, why did we join the storied ranks of the Earth Directorate? Your background represents who you were prior to joining the Earth Directorate. Backgrounds are used in a variety of places throughout your playthrough, such as conversations and other things you can do in the world. These represent unique experiences that you've gained through life. Ex-convict. You never cared for the Earth Directorate, and they never cared for you. So much so that they decided it would be best for you to spend much, if not all, of the rest of your life behind bars. However, desperate times call for desperate measures, so you accepted a deal to work for them to clear your record, or escape when they weren't looking. Gambler. The grand plan. You know the universe is run by blind luck and chaos, even if you've been riding the winning edge of that chaos for most of your life. Unfortunately, that winning streak came to an end when you lost a bet with an agent who was trying to convince you to utilize your penchant for bucking the odds in the service of the Earth Directorate. A lawbringer. After experiencing a youth of hardship and corporate malfeasance, you joined the Earth Directorate, devoting your life to bringing order to colonies in the throes of chaos. You are a champion of the people, whether they want one or not. The law is not to be trifled with, and neither are you. Professor, you were a prominent voice in your field until your penchant for full contact archaeology and your colleagues' jealousy at your success rate for retrieving artifacts long thought to be lost cost you both your tenure and position. Fortunately, your talent for dealing with the more unsavory elements of artifact trafficking will serve you well in the Earth Directorate. Renegade. You may have lived a life that skirted the laws of any colony you found yourself operating in, but that's what you were paid for, and definitely not the reason for your unsatisfied previous employers to hunt you down, is it? Joining the Earth Directorate seemed like a great way to solve the problems your work history may have caused. Roustabout. You're not quite sure what happened. You simply wanted to find a job that used your particular set of skills, which would be none. Yet one accidental death of a well-known villain later, you're now known as the gunslinging Earth Directorate agent not to be trifled with. You often find yourself wondering if this Earth Directorate has any good cashier openings. So, from what I've heard, ex-convict and professor, kind of the two best backgrounds here. I'm also very tempted to do a roustabout, but it sounds like there's some things you can get access to through ex-convict. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna go with ex-convict. Alright. Now, we will do different traits for the main game compared to the prologue. But in the prologue, I'm going to go with Brilliant and one other one. Brawny. You're able to perform great feats of strength. In combat, you're an unstoppable force. Sliding or sprinting into hostiles will knock them down. Cooldown 5 seconds. Brilliant. You're intelligent. Able to more easily solve problems and pick up new skills. During skill specialization, or during skill selection, specialize in one additional skill. Specialized skills start with 2 points. Heroic. Others tend to naturally follow and look up to you. Minus 20% companion ability charge time. Innovative. You're inventive and crafty. Always able to find unique solutions to complex problems. You found numerous ways to be more efficient when crafting. Crafting recipes for ammo, throwables, and resources created to twice as many of those items for the same amount of crafting materials. Lucky. You're lucky, so things tend to go your way. Plus 5% critical chance, certain opportunities are just accessible to you. Nimble. You're quick and dexterous, able to move more quickly while stealthing and in combat. Plus 25% crouch speed, plus 25% combat sprint speed. Resilient. You can power through even the deadliest of injuries. It requires more than usual to take you down in combat. Death is prevented for 3 seconds, the first time you would have died each combat. Suave. You have a way with words, getting you discounts at vendors and talking your way out of minor crimes. Minus 10% or 10% discount on all vendors, and bounty must be 2 times higher than normal to be seen as an outlaw. Witty. Your fun demeanor and quick wit makes you popular with others. Others are willing to forgive your past transgressions. Reputation with any faction can never decrease below neutral. preventing any penalties that would be gained from having a negative reputation with a faction, such as vendor surcharges. What characteristics most closely describe your approach to being an agent? Traits have a deep impact on your adventures. Select at least one to continue. Confirm negative traits. None on record. You do not need to select a negative trait unless you choose to select the second optional positive trait. I'm going to take Brilliant. And we'll take Lucky here. And then negative traits. Abrasive. You're hard on the ears and people don't like talking to you. Others have a hard time accepting you into their communities and organizations. Reputation with any faction can never increase above neutral, preventing any bonuses that would have been gained from having a positive reputation with a faction, such as vendor discounts. Dumb. You weren't recruited for your ability to plan or solve problems. You just can't learn some things. During skill selection, lock 5 of the 12 available skills. Those skills can never have points added to them. And sickly. Your body is weak, prone to breaks, scrapes, and illness. Injuries and crashing from primers are more likely. Minus 15% base health, minus 15 toxicity crash threshold. No, we'll be dumb. Alright, we're going to lock some skills. What specific skills have you had difficulty with in the past? Skills determine your character's core abilities throughout the game. Engineering. The engineering skill increases the effectiveness of all armor, granting inherent damage reduction. In conversations and while exploring, engineering aids in the ability to act on the knowledge of mechanical systems. Investing in engineering allows you to select perks that further increase your defenses and benefit from weapon, helmet, and armor mods. For every level of engineering, mechanical systems with a difficulty at or below your skill level can be fixed. Plus 1% damage resistance. Explosives. The explosive skill increases damage dealt with explosive throwables such as grenades and mines, as well as weapons that deal damage in an area. While exploring, it allows the disarming of sensitive objects like mines and traps. Investing in explosives allows you to select perks that increase the potency of explosive and plasma weapons. For every level of explosives, plus 10% explosives damage, plus 1% resistance against explosives. Guns. The gun's skill increases damage dealt with all types of guns, including ballistic, shock, plasma, and bioguns. Investing in the gun skill allows you to select perks that further improve your ability to use guns of various types. For every level of guns, plus 10% range damage, plus 1% armor penetration. Hack. The hack skill allows unauthorized access to various mechanical systems, such as terminals, automechanicals, and vending machines. Investing in the hack skill allows you to select perks that let you disable automex directly, hack into bounty terminals, and access the restricted inventory of vending machines. For every level of hack, hack checks equal to your hack skill and lower can be overcome, plus 5% damage to automechanicals. Leadership. The leadership skill increases the damage and survivability of your companions. Investing in leadership allows you to select perks that let you use companion abilities more and improve the overall effectiveness of your companions. For every level of leadership, plus 8% companion damage, plus 4% companion health. Lockpick. The lockpick skill allows you to unlock locked containers and doors. Investing in the lockpick skill allows you to select perks that grant the ability to pickpocket humans and preview the contents of locked containers. For every level of lockpick, locks with a difficulty at or below your skill level can be opened, plus 1% evasion chance. Melee. The melee skill increases damage dealt with melee weapons. Investing in the melee skill allows you to select perks that further improve your ability to use melee weapons of various types. Medical. The medical skill increases maximum toxicity, allowing more uses of the medical inhaler at a time and increased resistance to Zyranium poisoning. Investing in the medical skill allows you to select perks that further improve your inhaler, temporarily tame creatures, and make better use of corrosive weapons. For every level of medical, plus 7% toxicity crash threshold, plus 5% damage to creatures. Observation. The observation skill reveals hidden objects in the world and subtle behaviors in conversations. Investing in the observation skill allows you to select perks that let you find more loot, track enemies, and more effectively use enemy weak spots. For every level of observation, hidden objects with a difficulty at or below your skill level can be found, plus 15% weak spot damage. Science. The science skill increases your maximum gadget energy, allowing you to use gadgets like tactical time dilation for longer. Investing in the science skill allows you to select perks that further improve your gadgets and the potency with shock weapons. Plus 7 gadget energy meter max, plus 10% more stacks of non-physical damage type side effects. Sneak. The sneak skill makes it harder for enemies to detect you while crouched. Investing in the sneak skill allows you to select perks that avoid traps and perform sneak attacks. For every level of sneak, plus 35% sneak attack damage, minus 2% NPC awareness detection rate. And finally, speech. The speech skill allows you to better influence others in conversation. Investing in the speech skill allows you to select perks that let you get a discount at vendors, intimidate others, and gain more reputation with factions. For every level of speech checks with a difficulty at or below your skill level can be selected, plus 5% damage to humans. Well, we're locking guns, we're locking leadership, we're locking melee, we're locking sneak, and we're locking engineering. And then I'm going to take lockpick, speech, and hack for this intro segment here. And commander shall be the name. So we're an ex-convict. We're brilliant, lucky, and dumb. We've got lockpick, speech, and hack. So maybe our sexy little redhead here, maybe she was some kind of, super hacker. She got busted, went away, and now she's back. Alright. So, story. Use this mode if you enjoy story more than combat. Story mode enemies have less health, do less damage. Normal, recommended mode for your first play session. Normal mode enemies have standard health and damage. Hard, this is the mode for players who are looking for extra challenge. In hard mode, enemies do more damage. Or very hard, players who are looking for an extreme challenge. In very hard mode, enemies deal extreme damage. Yep. Identity confirmed. Unlocking classified transmission.
Commander, I knew a mission of this nature was coming from the moment the rifts first appeared. It was, in fact, the very reason for our current arrangement. Your destination, the Arcadian system, is the source of all skip drive manufacturing. However, they also fall outside our legal jurisdiction, a fact which no doubt holds a certain enticement for one such as yourself. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No intergalactic heists, no fleeing jurisdictions, and no possibility of redemption when all the colonies are dead. Your mission is to rendezvous with De Vries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But please, manage your affairs more carefully this time, because if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into yet another intergalactic incident. Agent De Vries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action.
I know you have little interest in the laws of society, but hopefully a phenomenon that disdains the very laws of the universe will appeal to you. Ironic though it may feel, I pray the law guide you and your team.
I am going to split things here and do some testing, and I'll see you folks on the flip side of the Outer Worlds side. See you there. And we're back.
Commander, hey, got a moment?
I sure do.
Hi, Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cause no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones.
Those damn lab coats. What was wrong with the old ones? I used mine constantly.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, you're just putting one over on the new guy, ain't you? A good agent has need of these. They slow everything down, give you a tactical advantage. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing.
They simulate brain damage?
Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it.
Why are you asking anyone else how to run your own life?
Because you all know so much more than me, and I don't want to mess things up. Pascal likes to joke around about everything. But I like it when she says it's all about looking out for those who can't defend themselves. But Sandoval, he laughs at that. Says we gotta save people because they're too stupid to save themselves. And that we got righteousness on our side.
I always said we need to put the people first. Their humanity and yours is priceless.
Yeah, there's some advice worth taking to heart. Anyway, thanks for giving me the time of day. Most superiors wouldn't. Oh, I almost plumb forgot to tell you. It's near time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's like you, top tier, one of the Earth Directorate's best. I know you'll like her. Anyway, we ought to be getting down to the main room and open up the channel.
Let's go. Thanks for bringing me the TTD device, by the way. I appreciate it.
No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick. Calls should come through at the console. Calls should come through at the console.
There'll be time for chat after the meeting. There'll be time for chat after the meeting.
To open the channel to start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table. To open the channel to start the meeting
Let's hear what
with
this forward
DeVries.
agent has to say. Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
Forward agents ready to be patched in over the channel. Forward agents ready to be patched in over the channel.
Commander, your credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin.
Don't worry, you're not the only one who needs their gray matter rewired after hibernating our way through skip space, Commander. Door out of commission again? Best accustom yourself to crawling through the vents, I suppose.
Oh, yeah.
Door out of commission again?
Your
Best
cabin
accustom
door
yourself
appears
to crawling
jammed,
through the
Commander.
vents, I suppose.
I made an internal note for Agent Ibarra to look into the cause. I'm internally need to find another way out.
All standard issue Earth Directorate Valerie units are a reliable source of information, advice, and logistics evaluation. Most information has been acquired by this unit through non-violent extraction. Most information has been
Doesn't
acquired by
protocol
this unit
dictate
through
that agents have their
non-violent
credentials on them at all
extraction.
times, Commander? Doesn't protocol dictate that agents have their
Go
credentials
try
on
the
them at
vent
all
runs
times,
between the
Commander?
kitchen and your room. Good thing I ain't gotta do it. Not sure my knees could take it with all the years on me. Go try the vent runs between the kitchen and
I'll be
your
happy to
room.
look into why your door
Good thing
keeps
I ain't
jamming
gotta
up
do it.
after the mission,
Not sure my
Commander.
knees could take
That
it with all
is,
the years on me.
if you'd like me to. I'll be happy to look into why your door keeps jamming up after the mission, Commander. That is, if you'd like me to.
Quest Journal shows information on your active and completed quests. Here you can view details and change your currently active quest. Your team is en route to Horizon Point, a research station in the isolated system Arcadia. The Chief of Special Earth Directorate Operations has tasked you with the recovery of intelligence, explain a link between dangerous rifts in space and the skip drives necessary for interstellar travel. Infiltrate Horizon Point. Your orders are to infiltrate Horizon Point under the guidance of the embedded Earth Directorate Agent Augustine DeVries. Command credentials are required to open the channel to Agent DeVries. Yours are in your cabin. Contact DeVries for a mission briefing. Okay. You can view the codex at any time to view any tutorials. Short rounds. Short rounds commonly used in specialty tournament black market weapons, not to be confused with long rounds or short squares. Necklace. Junk items can be broken down for crafting materials or sold at vendors. Wearing this instead of an identification tag is a good way to get demoted by your superior officer. I mean, that's fair. So I don't have engineering or brawny, so I can't go through there. Purple Berry Crunch. Food and drink can be consumed outside of combat to restore health. Purple Berry Crunch contributes to a complete breakfast, now at 12% more crunch. Earl's Grey Tea. Opaque, colorless, delicious. Yum, yum. Bulk Smokes. A bushel per bet. Cigarette lighter. Good for stoically lighting your last cigarette moments before dying in a hopeless final stand. Huzzah. Agent Helmet. Plus 5% base health. A standard issue helmet for Earth Directorate agents. Protective while still leaving enough of the wearer's face uncovered to soothe beleaguered colonists. Commander's credentials. Agent Armor. Evasion plus 15, damage resistance 5, combat sprint 25% for medium armor. The uniform of the Earth Directorate, popularized by the Commander Zane and Buddy serials, it signals to struggling colonists that help has, after an average wait time of 6 months to 10 years, finally arrived. Food and drinks. You can eat food and drink you've acquired to heal while out of combat. Food and drink is cheap and plentiful, making it excellent for healing up between fights. In combat, however, you can only use the medical inhaler to heal damage you've taken. Visit the medical inhaler tutorial in the codex to learn more about it. Food and drink can be consumed on this screen manually or while out of combat with use inhaler. This lets you heal to full quickly. Medical inhaler. A miracle of modern silence. The medical inhaler synthesizes healing drugs. Equip pharmaceutical primers to the inhaler in the inventory, determining the functionality of your inhaler. Each use requires an inhaler charge for the inhalant to be synthesized. Charge is automatically generated by finding or purchasing drugs. Warning! Overuse in a short period of time can overload the body with toxicity and cause a crash, preventing the use of an inhaler for a time. Okay. Slows down time around you when activated, granting you time to think and act safely. Energy drains while activated, draining faster while moving, and after each time you use your weapon. Energy 1 per second. This device will likely only cause minimal brain damage. ED Primer 1X. Primer that grants a moderate heal over time on use. 300 health over duration. Duration 5 seconds. Toxicity 60. If lost or stolen, you can replace this primer using weapon requisition form WR9052, writing in primer where it says plasma grenade. Recipe compact rounds. Distraction device. Megpick. Bypass shunt. Concussive mine. Inhaler charge. Explosive grenade. Earth Directorate propaganda cartridge. An Earth Directorate cartridge containing an Earth Directorate advertisement. A high octane and high production value on at that. Commander's credentials. Earth Directorate command credentials. Only issued to agents leading special missions. Okay, then we got junk items. Okay. Welcome, Commander. Earth Directorate Agent Handbook. Variation of Mission Origination, VMO. Well, agents frequently receive their orders as a specific set of actions from their local Earth Directorate system headquarters in the form of an either-way video message, sometimes directly from the Chief of Special Operations, accompanied by a well-typed brief. They can also receive new missions in the field from other agents, as well as appeals from private citizens. While these later missions may contain a few well-detailed elements, they're often vague and poorly worded, sometimes even containing spelling and grammar mistakes. Agents should expect to use their best judgment and their extensive training to determine the exact mission parameters. Remember, a citizen may not be able to spell malfaction, but an agent is still expected to apprehend the wrongdoers and subsequently file a correctly spelled report. Cargo Mishandling Incident Procedure, CMIP. You might think investigating cargo mishandling incidents, also known as CMIs or more colloquially as smuggling operations, is beneath the notice of a highly trained and well-armed Earth Directorate agent. But you would be wrong. Nothing is beneath our notice, from illegal sprat trafficking to the importing of contraband weapons, drugs, and snack foods. The Earth Directorate takes each and every CMI seriously, prosecuting each infraction to the edge of legal enforcement and beyond. We will not stop until we have taught every CMI transgressor to fear the words Earth, Directorate, and Agents. Use of Force Guidelines, UFG. It is said that peace cannot be kept through force, but only through understanding. At the Earth Directorate, we have combined both viewpoints. Peace can be kept through the understanding of force, our force. While we do not condone the indiscriminate use of violence, we also understand that our agents frequently find themselves in dangerous situations where deadly force is the only course of action. All we ask is that agents use their best judgment, and if they are forced to select a violent solution, to subsequently fill out a use of deadly force form, known internally as a "you dead fool" in triplicate. One for the tribunal, one for the records archive, and one for personal use. Also, agents should bear in mind that ammunition is quite expensive and needs to be reported in an agent's daily operational cost or DOC report. Alright. Actually, we can just go out this way.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
There'll be time for chat after them.
No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick. Call should come through at the console. No need to wait on my account, Commander.
To open
I'll
the
join you
channel
in just
to
a tick.
start the meeting with Agent DeVries, please proceed to the table. To open the channel to start the meeting
Let's hear what this
Agent
forward
DeVries.
agent has to say. Let's hear what this forward agent has to say.
Forward agents ready to be patched in over the channel. Forward agents ready to be patched in over the channel.
Alright.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip core.
Heard about a guy who tried to open a sealed one once. They had to scrape him off the walls.
And you know what I'm speaking of. But the whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad.
How will we land without alerting them?
The timing for our mission is exceptional. Most of the sector's security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed.
Anything else?
Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs.
What about hacking my way through them? Or are they too advanced for that?
Likely you'd need to find a control terminal to access. If you can, though, shutting them down before they even know you're there is advisable. They're relentless and well-armored. I've managed to leave caches of tools and intel for you throughout the sector. I'd take advantage of all of them, were I you. This may sound simple, but I cannot stress this enough. Do not underestimate the danger we face.
Come on, Agent. Haven't you heard? We're the best and brightest. We infiltrate corrupt governments before breakfast most days.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here.
I don't care who you are. No one talks to my agents that way. Do you understand me?
I'll speak however I choose. Do you know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some convict fouling it up.
You do remember who's the commanding officer on this mission, right?
Yes, of course. You were in command here. I apologize if I allowed my nerves to get the better of me. It will not happen again. I promise you. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll patch in over comms and guide you through the sector.
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeFreeze. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
Alright, let's save, and I'm going to talk to some people here. We're going to actually start with Helen first for an important reason, because something she says when we talk to Sandoval will get extra dialogue.
Wow, Commander. Thanks. Really appreciate you sticking up for me back there. You really gave DeVries what for. But I'm still not sure what all that was about, to be honest. I was just offering up reassurances, and Super Agent Extraordinaire DeVries lost her head. A crack from me shouldn't have brought that on. This whole mission, there's something off. I mean, Law. We'd not even heard tell of this colony before, and they're the only ones manufacturing skip drives? How's that possible?
Skip drives represent the ultimate power, which means they can buy anything. Or anyone.
Even the Earth Directorate?
Everyone has their price.
Well, now there's a happy thought. Just makes our orders to sneak around on a mission of such import concern me all the more. We're the Earth Directorate, void damn it. When we arrive, everyone should know it. The guilty should be soiling themselves, throwing themselves on our mercy. And just how is it any colony can be outside our jurisdiction? Don't make no sense. Any fool could see that. Even Sandoval.
What's your problem with him?
Nothing. If you don't take his unwavering belief in our righteousness and his refusal to think for himself seriously. I personally find him hilarious, truth be told. And there's no one I'd rather have backing me up in a fight. He can shoot the head off any local indigenous gnat-like insects at 100 meters.
What about me?
I mean besides you. Like if it was just down to the two of us, me and him.
So I'm dead in this scenario.
We all gotta go sometime, Commander. Now, if you'll excuse me, I gotta commence with my pre-mission ritual.
Ritual?
Guess your gray matter is still foggy from hibernating, ain't it? My pre-mission ritual of 3 bowls of purple berry crunch?
As Earth Directorate agents, it seems like we should be staying away from corporate goods.
Well, that's kind of difficult, seeing as how they make everything. Besides, the copious amounts of sugar keeps me sharp. They say it's 50% by volume, but it feels like twice that.
Let's get back to it.
Everything's sorted on my end, Commander. Be right with you when we land. Everything's sorted on my end, Commander. Be right with you when we land.
Commander, ready to move out, Commander. Commander.
All right, let's talk to you.
With all due respect, Commander. What in the void were you thinking with DeVries back there? She's not only our forward agent, she's highly respected. It's no wonder she reacted the way she did. And Pascal is... well, she's Pascal. She needs to get her head right if we're to operate efficiently as a team.
Don't tell her I told you, but she trusts you to back her up on missions more than anyone.
She said that? You sure she wasn't just putting one over? I guess it's possible I'm just taking her constant questioning of everything good and noble about being an agent personally. It's like she ain't sure whether we're always in the right when we liberate colonies. You see what an opportunity this mission is, right? Bringing another colony under the Earth Directorate's righteous control? Seems to me, Arcadia had their chance. It's time for us to put an end to this farce and set them on the right path.
What if we don't actually have as much power as our publicity department likes to claim?
Like they'd lie? The chief wouldn't take kindly to that. No. It's because we're afraid to extend our reach, exert our power like we should. It's always the same story with these places. These people. Without the rule of law, those with power go wild with it.
Sounds like you want us to go to war.
Sometimes justice demands the hammer of war. Sometimes it needs a subtler tool. I am prepared to do what justice requires.
We need more agents like you who are willing to kill for peace.
Glad to hear you still got your principles intact. That I'm not the only one. Thought everyone was getting soft around here. Nothing left to do now but show these folk what the Earth Directorate is all about. Seems we have our orders. Ready when you are, Commander. Still making preparations. Seems we have our orders. Ready when you are.
Awaiting docking procedures, Commander. Awaiting docking procedures, Commander.
Well, that was something. She was different than I remember her. But then she would be, wouldn't she? Just hope she's doing all right. Reckon the secretive nature of the mission and this import must be weighing on her something fierce. I hope it was okay to talk to her direct like at the end there.
Of course. Were you two friends?
We were certainly, friendly. Augustine saved my life when the Earth Directorate swooped in and liberated Triangulum. Left an impression, you might say. Now that I've been cleared for active duty and got my certifieds all in order, I hope I can repay the favor someday. There'll be time to jaw about all that later. But all that she was saying about you, Commander, ain't sure it sits right with me.
Don't let it bother you. As you said, she's under a lot of pressure. We all are.
Whatever you say, Commander. Ready and raring to go, Commander. Just say the word. Ready and raring to go, Commander. Just say the word.
All right. Okay, team. Time to move out. All right, here we go. Horizon Point Station. Corrosion side effects reduce armor, making an effective tool against highly armored foes. Okay. Well, let me split things here, folks, and I'll see you on the flip side of the Outer Worlds 2 side. And we're back.
So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Run around and loot.
We all know that a structure is only as strong as its basest elements. The dirt on which it is built, which is each and every one of you. Yes, you. You are not just a cog in the machine. You are the cog in the machine that keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
All right. I think then it just loops here. So I have done exploring and hurtled myself off the edges into lava repeatedly. Flywheel. Fun science fact. If you ever wondered why it's hard to push over a functioning automechanical but it's easy to tip over a non-functioning one, this little device is the reason. Pneumatic piston. The piston is an integral part of an automechanical's moving parts, including limbs, cameras, and weapons. An automechanical without a piston is like a canoe without a paddle. Energy canister. The energy canister holds the power cells for an automechanical.
We'll hold position until you gain access to the rest of the sector, Commander. We'll hold position until you gain access to the rest of the sector, Commander.
Ship is secured. We shouldn't appear on anyone's radar hereabouts. Ship is secured. We shouldn't appear on anyone's radar hereabouts.
Compact round. Since good things come in small packages, great things must come in compact packages. Therefore, these compact rounds are great rounds. Foiled. Silvery white metal, commonly used to conduct heat and electricity, not for use in microwaves. I almost flung myself off. As you do. Assorted loot around the landing pad here.
Beloved subjects, we all know that a structure is only as strong as its base elements.
We all work together. Section temporarily closed due to Sovereign's family visitation. If you are seeing this, you're in violation of protocol. Report yourself immediately for disciplinary action. Horizon Point Station under authority of the Protector.
That keeps us productive. I may be your sovereign, the protector of Arcadia, and the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent. And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Okay. Ambiguous antiseptic. Kills germs, promotes healing of mind and body. A mag piston. The piston is an integral part of non-mechanical's moving parts, including limbs, cameras, and weapons. Non-mechanical without a piston is like a canoe without a paddle. I think we already saw that one.
Commander, Abara and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door. We're burning daylight here, Commander. Shouldn't you be upstairs seeing to rerouting the power? Commander?
Her last words were, "It's not worthy of concern. Report anything suspicious, no matter how small." Be both thought and worry-free with mental refreshment. Certificate of mental refreshment. Congratulations on becoming a productive member of our perfect society. Your refreshment has granted you newfound zeal and freedom from imperfect thoughts. May you be an inspiration to your fellow subjects. Placid waters Wellnitarium. You are refreshed. Cadet Maury, MP, MADS Perimeter Lead Scientist. Should you experience any side effects such as memory loss, compromised attention span, gastric discomfort, or general curiosity, reach out to us at once for an emergency refreshment session. Remember, we are here to serve you, so that you may in turn serve the Sovereign. Congratulations on your newfound refreshment, Cadet Maury. You are hereby authorized to return to the Protectorate Society in your new position at Horizon Point Station. While this new role may present what seems to be a jarring change of pace from your previous daily activities, rest assured you are exactly where you should be according to the plan. Should you experience any side effects, such as memory loss, a compromised attention span, general confusion, gastric discomfort, and an increasing sense of dread, reach out to us at once for an emergency refreshment session. Remember, we are here to serve you, so you may in turn serve the Sovereign. Long may he guide us.
Don't worry about us, Commander. We got things covered down. Don't worry about us, Commander. We got things covered down here.
History of Utopia, whatever a good subject must know. Important if you've received this pamphlet. You are to read it in its entirety, hourly, until it's committed to memory. A subject who is knowledgeable of our society's foundation is an empowered subject indeed. Arcadia was founded by the intrepid, visionary, genius Alexandra Varick, known today as our beloved matriarch. Thanks to her revolutionary invention of skip drives, she gained the power and resources to form the colony of her dreams, a utopia where we want for nothing and together can achieve anything. And you, dear reader, are living in it. Upon her passing in 2260, this sovereignty was passed on to her son, Reuben Varick, who further led Arcadia into prosperity. And in 2345, just 7 years ago, we welcomed our second sovereign, Alexandra's grandson, Henry Varick. With his unique perspective and the guidance of his most trusted advisor, Consul Emery Thoreau, Arcadia will surely be led into an even grander age.
I may be your
Moderation minerals, bite size for orbiters. Exaltation lung sanitizer clears your breathing so you can do your duty.
And remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Don't worry about us, Commander. We got things covered down here.
Your sovereign, protector of Arcadia, caretaker of worlds.
Agent DeVries's orders still stand.
That smell. Did a Sprat get flash fried in here?
Power must be restored
Agent
to the door.
DeVries's orders still stand. Power must be restored to the door in order to Agent DeVries's orders still stand. Power must be restored to the door in order to proceed into the sector.
Rabid Sprat. Arcadia exceeds all those systems in all respects, including Sprat infestations and Sprat-induced deaths. Power meters. Mechanist badge. An identification badge for the apparently deceased Mechanist, Cadet Robin Maury, subject number 831. Compact rounds. Okay.
The electrical system misfired somehow. Security's been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
You are authorized to use lethal force when necessary.
A subject is better able to serve when all their blood is contained within their body. Greetings, subject. Please note that shooting at this unit is unsanctioned and punishable behavior. Return to your assigned duties, or demerits will be accrued. Greetings, subject. Return to your assigned duties, or demerits will be accrued. Additional demerits assigned for misuse of electrical current.
Oh, poor Maury, you're getting so many demerits.
Additional demerits assigned for misuse of electrical current. Noting nearby subject as unable to function due to firing without permission will result in demerits being assigned. A subject is better able to serve when all their blood is contained within their body. Additional demerits assigned for misuse of electrical current.
Enemy's defeat will be positively guaranteed. Concentrated energy stored in the capacitor rod. Commonly used to power shock weapons, automated technologies. Magnet looks attractive. Screws, they're screws, you know, for screwing. Shiny servo. This servo appears bright and shiny as if it were brand new or recently well cleaned. You'd be proud to let it fulfill any of your servo-related needs. Okay.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own.
Or we could try shutting them down ourselves. I spied some controls just past the gate that looks like they operate the mechs. I also found a vent around the corner might get us inside in a less conspicuous manner than strolling through the front gate. Though you'd have to pick the lock to see for sure.
I found a badge. Could be helpful to convince whoever answers if I use the intercom.
Always a good idea to have a cover story.
That don't work out, these could come in handy. This here's the vent I mentioned. Don't mind the size. I'm sure you'll fit. Shouldn't we be dealing with security quick light, Commander? Shouldn't we be dealing with
In order
security
to
quick
proceed,
light, Commander?
in order to proceed, an alternate path around security is advised. In order to proceed, an alternate path around security is advised. In order to proceed, an alternate...
Intercom's right there, if you're keen to give it a try. Shouldn't we ought to deal with security, Commander? Your call. Shouldn't we ought to deal with security, Commander? Your call, obviously.
Notice this landing pad has been temporarily decommissioned. Any information on this terminal may no longer be current. Read this, Cadet Maori. Cadet Maori, you've been assigned to this posting for a reason. You're to maintain order and cleanliness within this landing pad until ordered otherwise. In case of emergency or extreme confusion, send a message to the Arbiter immediately. Please continue to review your mental refreshment outtake pamphlet to remain in step with your duties. Remember, your ability to complete your duties will be reflected on your perpetual appraisal of purpose. Addendum, read this too, Cadet Maori. In anticipation of any follow-up questions you may have, please refer to the following items. Momentarily not knowing where you are is not an emergency. Do not use sharp objects when cleaning the electrical wiring. Cut through the grime is a figurative expression. This landing pad is scheduled to be decommissioned soon as part of the protocol for the Family Varric's visit. Once this happens, you are to report to Central Dispatch for your temporary assignment. This is important. Once decommissioned, security measures will restart upon any power surge, so should you attempt to continue cleaning, it is likely you will be fired upon. Should this happen, seek cover and put out any fire on your person before contacting the Arbiter. Messages. From the Office of the Sovereign, subject to Joyful Missive. To Horizon Point personnel from the Office of the Sovereign, subject to Joyful Missive. The last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first Sovereign, but the Protectorate remains strong. Our new Sovereign, the first son and grandson of our beloved Matriarch, will lead us to a new future for all humankind. Our moral obligation to lead humankind was set back on Earth when the Matriarch and the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant first envisioned our perfect society. It is our legacy, it is our mandate, it is who we are, but none of us can do it alone. Your neighbor takes comfort in knowing you would not hesitate to report them for questionable behavior, and we know you feel the same. However, even the most upstanding subject sometimes needs guidance. So remember, if you're not sure what to do, rely on your local vigilant to guide you. From Arbiter Jackson, subject temporarily updates to security protocol. In preparation for the visit of the Family Varric, kin of the Sovereign, the following security measures will be put in place. Landing pads 053 through 059 will be temporarily decommissioned. Any access to the sector must be funneled through landing pads 062 or 066 where security has been tripled. To keep Sector 50 free of crowding, only a select number of authorized subjects will be allowed to continue their work in that area during the Family Varric's visit. All other subjects shall be temporarily reassigned. All guards will be assigned to a location to patrol. These guards may not cease until ordered to. Please refer to your designated arbiter for further details.
Shouldn't we be dealing with security quick light, Commander?
Alright. A little bit of extra hacking XP there. So we've got a Sprat down here. Got him. Let's get our light on here.
And the bedrock upon which our system is built, but even I can't succeed alone. So be diligent, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Mercy Oxymorphone, your victory over pain is assured. Vorslov, only the best loaf shall prevail. Scrap metal. Odd bits of metal scavenged from throughout Arcadia to the layman rubbish to the engineer rubbish with potential. Pure Sprat. The amino slurry of Sprat extractions. Yep. So my plan is I'm going to stealth kill all of these enemies here. Prestige soda, refreshing, tasty, fortifying prestige soda. Oh. Yep. Let's not get spotted, apparently. Okay, scrap metal, compact rounds. Shock round coolant tank. This tank holds a low viscosity heat transfer fluid used by mechanicals to regulate their internal temperature. It's almost certainly toxic. Bypass shunt. Complex passwords are a security risk, difficult to remember and often written nearby. Security recommends using a simple, easy to recall code like 1234 or your supervisor's name. Unauthorized use of this item is a Class C felony. Okay, we're not going to use that here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually planning to do a little snipey. Nope. Okay. So if I do this right, we can fire off a shot and pop back into hiding. That's the plan. Yeah. We just need to not be fully visible when I take the shot. That's the important thing. It is going to be a little tedious and fiddly here. Which is why I'm saving. It's not exactly the easiest task in the world. A little bit at a time, though. Do just little tappy tap. Little tappy tap. Then we slowly and methodically whittle this guy down. Just tappy tap. Little tappy tap. I don't think I hit him there. Also, ammo is extremely hard to come by. At least early game. Oh. No, okay. Getting impatient's not gonna work. Patience is a virtue. Yep. This is my life now. Just slowly blinking. Just one shot at a time here. See, and that's why doing it slowly. So here's why I'm trying to do it this way. Because if I officially aggro them, my two companions come rushing in and kill steal, and then I don't get the experience. Which is a serious problem for me. Now, I'm going to be kind of trying to keep my level low at first, so my experience gain low, so it's gonna be a balancing act, but I also don't want to miss out. No. Yeah, I thought that was a bad one. Okay. We're slowly taking this guy down. Oh, by the way, I'm doing that because you can hold down R, holster, maybe hold down R, take out your gun and do a cool animation. Which is kind of fun. Okay, we're getting closer. A little bit at a time here. Okay, let's just... Nope. If they see me at all and I take the shot, I think that's where it goes immediately into alarm. Well, that time they went. That time they got me. Nope. Nope, nope. As I said, the two knuckleheads are gonna rush in here and just mow down everything. Okay, we're getting really close to this one being dead. A little bit more. Killing the turrets is going to be a big deal here. Okay. Looks like it's down to one shot left. I am playing on very hard. I know some people don't like my style of reloading stuff when you make a mistake, but that's just how I do. Okay. It's one down. Nope. I need to kill the furthest forward one of these drones here. Okay. Wasps. Okay, well. Immediately alerted. Okay. All right, let's try over here. We're fine here. Hi. Okay, that was the thing. Oh, that. Everybody's angry now. You're dead. So I want to damage this one a little. So it's easier to kill after I pull the lever over there. Or, well, basically hack them and shut them all down. I want this one to be just about dead. Now, like, one hit away from dead. Just perfect. Okay. So now I need to go over on the other side and get close to the other turret here. Cloth made from 90% pseudo cotton and 10% sprat residue. The softness of this fabric is 100% guaranteed to satisfy. Okay. Flywheel. Joint actuator. This small electric motor allows an non-mechanical to move a single joint in one of its limbs. It requires an external power source to operate. Okay, piston. Okay. So I didn't want to shoot at this from way across the map. So I shot at it from way across the map, we're going to do way less damage. I missed. should be relatively easy to plink away at this guy. Yeah, we're just gonna chip away at him. I don't remember how many shots the other one took. Took a few. Alright, come on. Calm down. Nope. And that's why I save. Again, our two friends over there, Chuckles 1 and Chuckles 2, would basically come in here all Rambo style and kill everything and take all the XP. I am not a fan of that. Alright. Suppose we just need to save once the bar goes all the way down. One bullet at a time. We're getting there. You've got to almost be dead. There's no way it has that much health left. Still got enough, I guess. Enough health to cause plenty of issue for me. I'm just curious. One sec. What happens if I try going this
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Do they just... Oh.
Sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much.
Okay.
Good. Well...
Alright, I was just curious. I never checked what would happen if I just, like, went on without them. It just advances the story. Okay. So what I want to do now... is get spotted. This device appears to regulate the automechanical defense systems. Disable automechanical security systems. Hack it, please. And I'm gonna skip because otherwise, yeah, otherwise it's gonna take too long. coolant tank. Alright, nice. Nope, nothing out of you. Joint actuator. Okay, we're gonna just look around. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Uh-oh. 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 Okay. Whew. I may have gotten myself a little temporarily stuck there. It's okay. It all worked out. We were fine. No need for alarm. Nobody panic. I wasn't panicking. But I kind of was panicking there, just a little bit. So, I am aiming to try to keep my XP, you know, low, but also when there's XP, I'm going to take it. Sovereign in the council, leading the way for every subject, no matter how insignificant. Okay. So we already got the loot back here. Nothing there. Oh, scrap metal. I missed loot. That's unacceptable. Alright, now that we've done that, we're gonna come here. We're gonna use this intercom.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail.
Lie. Well, if you don't shut the defenses down immediately, you'll be getting more demerits.
In what way would I be held responsible? An alarm has been triggered in the sector you're calling from. Thus, it is you who will be assigned responsibility for triggering it. For failing to serve the Protectorate adequately, and letting your fellow subjects down. Now, identify yourself.
This is Cadet Roawyn Mowry, subject number 831.
Mowry? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment.
Refreshments? I'd love some. What do you got?
By the architect, you're one of those. I mean, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject.
Then can you help me out? I don't want to be sent back to mental refreshment, was it?
I can't do that. I mean, I would, it's just... You know what, though? In your condition, you're unlikely to even remember this discussion. So it should be of no consequence to me. I will disable the defenses for you, Mowry. But in the off chance you happen to recollect any of this, I beg you never speak of it. And please, do not go around pressing any buttons or fussing with any more whatsits. You wouldn't want to be sent back to... I mean, reassigned again?
Mighty slick how you fooled that guard, Commander.
Let's not waste time congratulating ourselves.
require more help, Cadet, you'll need to turn to your superior. Just don't poke anything.
I mean, that's
If you
fair.
require more help, Cadet, you'll need to turn to your superior. Just don't poke anything.
Okay.
Well, that's dealt with. We should head on into the sector. Well, that's dealt with. We should head on into the sector.
Security is disengaged. You may now proceed in the sector.
Security has disengaged. You may now proceed into the sector.
The Sovereign, leading the way for every subject, no matter how insignificant. Vigilance, arbiters, sentinels, wardens, and subjects. We all work together.
Great work, Commander. Should we get a leg on then? Great work, Commander. Should we get a leg on then?
Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security concurrently.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows Fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be Central Dispatch on the right with Security Ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other.
So, now, here's an interesting thing. So, I didn't take Innovative, but if you take Innovative and go to Security Ops, you can activate some big death robots that you can slowly chip away and sneak attack, and actually get more experience. But there's more money to be had on Central Dispatch path, and I need a ton of money early game for some of the things I'm trying to do. It's gonna get me less experience, but it's also harder because I'm playing it very hard. But we're gonna go Central Dispatch. Face those guards head on.
Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Shoot a couple for me, will you? Ibarra and I'll take Security Ops, then meet you at the skip labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. Like you told me, Commander, everyone's well-being depends on our success. If whatever's going on here is as bad as the Chief thinks, then we'll make an end of it.
Right. Well, then, notwithstanding Ibarra's enthusiasm here, or DeVries' concerns over fluidity, I'm fairly certain we've got this under control. Rest easy, Commander.
Agent Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Security Ops. You know, nice and quiet like.
You gonna school me on some of that newfangled academy training of yours? So long as it don't result in us being unceremoniously shot, suppose I could hear you out.
Being shot's certainly part of it.
Ah, your plan is to get shot. I see. Good plan.
No need to worry over us, Commander. You go on ahead to Central Dispatch. We'll see you on the other side. No need to worry over us,
Just
Commander.
need a moment to
You
plan
go
with
on ahead
Agent
to Central
Pascal.
Dispatch.
Security
We'll
Ops
see you on the
won't
other
know
side.
what hit 'em. Just need a moment to plan with
Agent Pascal, Ibarra.
Ibarra, you got any thought to how we ought to proceed? You're being awfully quiet.
Tell me, honest. How about I, show you when we get to where we're going?
Agent Pascal, Ibarra and I will seek to rendezvous with you after you have seen to Central Dispatch. Agents Pascal, Ibarra and I will seek to rendezvous with you after you have seen to Central Dispatch.
Okay. You guys want to help me kill this thing? Oh, sure. You guys started helping after I wasted a bunch of ammo. Rude. Okay, you guys want... There you go.
Engaging combat protocols.
Shock rods. Magnets. screws, shiny servo. Lock Horizon Point Security Ops Maintenance Key. That guy up there dropped loot, huh? I don't know if you can really get up there. It says the body has loot. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just unobtainable. Still gonna try though. Like, I almost got there once. Coolant tank. Yeah, I don't think we have any way to actually get up there. Doesn't stop me from trying. See, it's pretty sure it's invisible walls. Yeah, because I should be able to. These are real spots I could jump to. Actually get up there and loot that corpse. Just a little bit more try here, but I think it is what it is, and it's not designed to be gotten to. Which is a shame. Total shame.
Error. Minor structural deviation.
No! can have it fall towards you. Man. Disappointing. Invisible walls. Ruining my fun. Yeah. Sad times.
Caution, arc welding in progress.
Oh, come on. It's right here. I have definitely looted this one before.
It is only...
Did manage to loot it. Yeah. Loot on that, but we can't get to it. Tactical Time Dilation TDD Gadget. You are equipped with the latest in Earth Directorate technology. Tactical Time Dilation TDD Gadget slows down the world, giving you time to think as well as take action. You have limited time in this mode. Staying still drains your gadget energy meter very slowly. While moving and attacking drains it faster. The gadget energy meter refreshes slowly over time, but it can be increased by other equipment and the science skill.
This is passingly strange. A drill during the Sovereign's family's visit.
Surely you don't think it's anything untoward. The surprise appraisal of our competence seems more likely.
Okay. That. A robot will rat us out in a heartbeat.
Dictation the path and makes it known. Sir, I believe I saw a ship set down on the landing pad. It was decommissioned, wasn't it? Perhaps we should investigate.
Don't be absurd, Cadet. We only investigate if we are ordered to investigate. We have received no such orders, therefore there is nothing to worry about.
Taking cover.
I was trying to shoot the explosive barrel up there. I missed. Clearly.
Make plain your intentions. Back to my post.
Okay. That's actually fantastic. And you, my friend, are just going to get the punch treatment. Very, very slow elimination of you. That's right. Get wrecked. Eventually. Someday soon. Get wrecked. Anytime you're ready to die, I'm here for it. Very, very slowly, we deal with this guy. Let's look around, get any loot that is around. Okay. Yeah, I don't think we can get up there. Oh. Guy, is in pieces. Tribute unfiltered. Pay tribute to the sovereign with your lungs. Okay.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with.
Dang it. Yeah, we need stealth there. Never mind, I didn't pick the stealth
Jepson and I
section.
are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared.
Crying out loud. I do not want to fight everybody.
Jepson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. Path's been cleared. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with. You should have seen it.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
Okay. We were spotted. Nobody here? Nobody here? Nobody?
Could have sworn I... Ah, well.
Yeah, well.
Let the paradigm break.
Must have been the wind. Oh. That time we got alerted. Almost got this guy dead.
Everything in its place then.
Oh. Dang it. I don't know why that alerted everybody. Shouldn't have. Turn around.
Appreciate protectorate craftsmanship. Allocating explosive. Grenade away.
Ow. Alright. Really don't want to get caught here. What if I'm way back here? No, when that dies, they go alert mode.
Appreciate protectorate craftsmanship.
So maybe can I, well, that thing's still alive. So if it dies, they go full on alert. So I don't want it to die yet. They're explosive barrels.
Cut above the average. Grenade. Contact lost.
Oh, that's an explosive. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. We got things we can blow up here.
running to cover!
Oh, yeah. That worked. I did take a little bit of damage, but not too bad. Not too bad at all. Oh, we got another explosive air. Black powder. Small grade chemical combustible used in a variety of explosive ammunition grades and seasonings. Seasonings. Megpick. Stealing is not the answer. Stealing is the question. The answer is yes. Unauthorized use of this item by any person without a security rating of A5 is a Class C felony. Updating testing protocols DF and maybe B. Before sealing, each core will be subjected to a new battery of tests as outlined in the latest testing schedules. Update number 132050F. This is in addition to the previous update. 135030D. If you receive 135020E, it will replace 1330D, but not 135021F, unless 135050B is still in effect. If it is, then only the even number of tests from 132020D and 135020F and the penultimate test on schedule 135002B are to be performed. Failure to comply will result in Tier 3 demerit assignment. I mean, that's fair. If you can't follow those simple instructions, what are you doing with your life?
You need to sabotage the transformer to disable the failsafes. This will allow you to open the door and proceed. I left the manual in the locker to your right in case you need it.
Sabotage transformer. Compact drones. Clear your breathing so you can do your duty. Transformer manual. The user manual for the central dispatch transformer. The page entitled Avoiding Capacitor Failure has been earmarked by DeVries. Explosives grenade. A grenade that explodes after a short delay, dealing physical damage in an area. Seriously, you need a grenade explained to you? It's like a rock that explodes. Pick up stun baton. 44 shock. 24 damage. Originally designed for relay runs at drum corps and educational facilities, this baton with its highly charged core and conductive metal exterior is now popular with kids of all ages. Sneak attacks. Attacking unaware enemies while crouched will perform a sneak attack. For most weapons, this allows you to preview your damage and prepare a power attack, weak spot hit, or charge shot with certain guns. One-handed melee weapons deal bonus sneak attack damage in addition to their normal or power attack damage. Look for mods and perks to gain additional sneak attack damage with other weapons. Pick up Pitch Ball card, Nathan Lauder, which does give you an achievement, but I've already gotten that achievement. Team Methodical Extrapolators, roll forward. You get +5 max health off of that. Your victory over pain is assured. Borslov. Sealed. Alright. Sabotage transformer.
Good. Now that that's done, did I forget to mention the alarm? Just ignore it and get to the manual override in the control room as soon as you can.
Which is each and every...
Oh. Joy. Violence may be the last refuge of the incompetent. It's also the first step in suppressing insurrection. ED service pistol.
Of you.
Yeah, we're gonna...
You.
Yep, stun
You are
baton
not
it up.
just a cog in the machine. You are the cog.
Shouldn't be. Like the Protectorate itself, that transformer was built to withstand anything. Unless...
And the bedrock upon which our system is built...
Of course, we have nothing to be concerned about.
...succeed alone. So please, and remember, failure will be met with severe consequences.
Commencing guidance!
Whoa. Okay. See if we can actually sneak attack these guys.
Unctuous ne'er-do-wells!
What? Maybe because the alarm's going, I can't sneak?
Invasive elements! Breaking for cover!
I'm not getting to sneak on this one.
Appreciate Protectorate craftsmanship under his ammunition depleted! That cover spot looks much better!
Gone through the door.
Contact lost.
Oh.
Perfection is perfect.
They actually now have gone out of hostility. Okay.
Great was their trespass against us.
Okay, maybe we can work with this.
They never questioned, doubted.
Disruptive influences.
No.
Replenishing my firearm. For our beneficent leader!
Knock it off. You want to get closer to me?
Sustain the system! Seeking cover!
Alright, my energy is slowly replenishing.
Through his beneficent guidance.
You want to come over here?
I don't see him. Wrong place to linger. That cover spot looks much better.
Okay. Going well. Yeah, I'm low on health. Provisions dispenser. Tribute unfiltered. Pay tribute to the sovereign with your lungs. prestige soda. Okay, doesn't look like there's some kind of extra pathway or anything. Ooh. Alright, let's save here. Bypass shunts. Security nitrogen flush meal pack, pre-cooked, seasoned, ready to eat for the unremitting sentinel on trail the suspect. Regal Tarts. Do your part with Regal Tarts. Okay, got a little bit extra stuff there.
And a Donnybrook in soup.
Oh boy.
Dropped out of sight.
There's a lot of them.
Each forever vigilant. Their influence must not fester.
Okay. We can say.
I'm not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of lurkers.
You know, actually, if they want to file on in here,
eviction or euthanasia, their choice.
And I can kill them one-on-one. You guys want to keep coming on in?
Probably crawled up somewheres to die. Come on out.
Okay.
Attacking selflessly without complaint.
Oh. Oh man. I almost. Okay, actually.
It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
We're encountering more opposition over here than DeVries said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you could provide would be helpful, Commander.
Crying out loud.
Appreciate if you cleared out.
Whew. That was spiced. Very, very spiced indeed. You've seen that before. Now, carbon dioxide free, sparkling water. Look around the perimeter here. Oh. My game just crashed? Fantastic. Alright, I'm back after that game crash.
We're encountering more opposition over here than DeVries said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you could provide would be helpful, Commander.
Prudence dictates, eye your neighbors carefully. Don't like the sound of that, huh?
Great. Great. Nothing like a game crash to set you back a fair bit.
We're encountering more opposition over here than DeVries said we should. Nothing too serious, but any distraction you could provide would be helpful, Commander.
Come on. Get wrecked. Alright, no more crashing, okay? Find it exceedingly rude. Bit cartridge 30. Mixed cracker assortment. Maybe believe it's single types of crackers. We don't know, frankly, we don't want to know. Bits. Anti-morbiotic soda, nothing but taste that you will enjoy. Security bourbon, stately and well measured. Okay. More Meg picks, alright. Prestige mentholated cigarettes to beat bad breath with every breath. Cigarette lighter. Salmon. Matriarch was a genius. You are not. Personnel of Horizon Point. The new testing schedules are not meant to correct some failing in the design of the skip drive. Such a thing would be an impossibility due to the infallibility of the Matriarch and her genius. The very genius that opened the galaxy to humankind. The fault obviously lies somewhere in the manufacturing process. No doubt as a result of sloth or muddled thinking, unbecoming as subjects of the Protectorate. I do not care what you think you are seeing. Don't fall prey to the deception of your eyes. They are untrustworthy, unlike your superiors, Arbiter Gion. It's pride you can swallow. Tribute, dignity. Okay. Let's save before I get, like, another game crash or something. Yeah, I do get quite a few crashes on this. I do not know why. It's exceedingly frustrating, though. I guess it wouldn't be an Obsidian game without all the crashes. And bugs. I love Obsidian, though. So. Oh, we got a thing up here. Exaltation Lung Sanitizer. Clears your breathing so you can do your duty. Compact rounds. Rounds. Seal. Foil. Silver or white metal, commonly used to conduct heat and electricity, not for use in microwaves. Words of inspiration and purpose to be delivered weekly. Smile reassuringly, gesture grandly. Subjects never forget that it is an honor and privilege to be here. Our colony is the pinnacle of human perfection and achievement. Take a moment to appreciate your good fortune. You are not burdened with self-determination, nor inundated with an overabundance of choices, confusing the mind and diverting attention from the greater good. Whether it is the thoughts you are approved to think or the material goods that allow you to prosper. Everything bestowed upon you is the best, because you are the best. Project warmth, and if you are determined to be unfit, you will not be tossed aside like so much refuse. No, you will be refreshed, turned into the perfect subject, and if that does not take, then and only then will you be executed quickly. You will not be forced to suffer a slow, lingering death from disease or starvation, like workers in other colonies when they are deemed no longer useful to their corporate overlords. No, you are Protectorate subjects. Glory to the Protectorate. Sparkling water, okay. Your sovereign, protector of Arcadia, caretaker of worlds. Welcome, Warden Lewis. Please select the following options. Messages. To Arbiter Jackson, subject quarterly report. I am pleased to report that it has been 805 days since our last mishandling of sensitive information here at Horizon Point. All personnel have been briefed extensively on the new procedures and the consequences of not adhering to such. Cadet Mari's lapse of judgment, those same 805 days ago, proves to be a lasting reminder to all subjects. Our vigilance will continue. May another 805 days pass without incident. In the Sovereign's name, Warden Lewis. From Office of the Sovereign, subject to joyful missive. The last few years have been difficult since the death of our beloved first Sovereign, but the Protectorate remains strong. Our new Sovereign, the first son and the grandson of our beloved Matriarch, will lead us to a new future for all humankind. Our moral obligation to lead humankind was set back on Earth when the Matriarch and the first presiding bishop of the Order of the Ascendant first envisioned our perfect society. It is our legacy, it is our mandate, it is who we are, but none of us can do it alone. Your neighbor takes comfort in knowing that you would not hesitate to report them for questionable behavior, and we know you feel the same. However, even the most upstanding subject sometimes needs guidance. So remember, if you're not sure what to do, rely on your local vigilant to guide you. Horizon Point subject data. Welcome package procedure. Be advised, all newly assigned personnel upon transfer to Horizon Point shall receive an exciting new welcome package. Working here is one of the greatest honors the subject can enjoy, and like all great honors within our perfect Protectorate society, they're all equally superlative rewards. The contents of said welcome package are as follows. Ascendant Numbing Agent number 7. A 3-pack of Matriarch's Own Exaltation Lung Sanitizer. A personalized terminal message from the Sovereign's personal secretary on behalf of the Sovereign himself. Please direct any questions or comments to Arbiter Jackson. This quarter's confiscations. There has been a steady uptick in the confiscations this quarter, and it has not escaped Arbiter Jackson's notice. Should he ask for more details, I'll be sure to suggest that this is not a cause for concern. Rather, our evidently increasing vigilance should be celebrated. A report from Cadet Alderman and a logbook from Cadet Corbin are currently being held downstairs in the security office and are scheduled for dissection and cataloging. A collection of bits left unattended in the atrium has also been confiscated and will be logged here for further analysis. Should there be any other findings and notes, I will keep Arbiter Jackson appraised. So this is the reason I came this route. I get less experience, I don't get as much crafting materials, because we don't kill the 4 giant death robots. But, a bunch of money, and I'm gonna need this. 500 bits. Transfer confiscated bits to cartridge. Remove bit cartridge. Alright. Yeah, bringing us up to 568 bits. Not bad, not bad. From Paradise Island Ministry of Accuracy, subject Fox Relay Construction. We write bearing exciting news. The trivial operations of our premier Vox Relay station on Paradise Island has proven successful. Our sovereign is most pleased, and as a result has ordered the construction of more stations across Arcadia. Vigilant Hogarth, current overseer of this premier station, has asked us to pass along his praise for the efforts of all personnel at Horizon Point. It is with your research and fortitude that this new dawn for Arcadia is even possible. Praise be to the sovereign. Okay. Bunch o' money. Well, I'm going to end the episode here, folks. So thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Don't forget to support me on Patreon if you like what I do, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!